Hi, it's Maggie, the Irish Gypsy, here to bring you your November 2017 mid-month general readings. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Welcome to any newcomers who may be with us for the first time. Thank you for those of you who continue to like, share, subscribe, and comment on my YouTube channel. Your support and feedback and comments are great. They mean a lot to me. They're most welcome and greatly appreciated. Thank you so much, and please keep them coming. A big thank you to those of you who keep me so busy and occupied with personal one-on-one readings, both new clients and my regulars as well. It's always a pleasure and an honor to read for you, excuse me, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to do so. And if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me and you haven't read with me before, or you have and you've forgotten the information, you can go to my YouTube channel, click on the About button, and there you'll see more information about what I do and the services I offer. I do a wide variety of readings, lots of different types of spread focused on just about every area of your life. I also do readings full-time, 5 to 6 days a week. It is what I do. So turnaround time for personal readings live or recorded is usually pretty fast, anywhere from a few days upwards of 3 weeks. But typically, almost always within a 2-week period of time, we can schedule a reading for you live or recorded. You can contact me directly by emailing me at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can also find me on the smartphone app Instantgo under Irish Gypsy as well. That's a smartphone app that's 24/7. Unless I'm sleeping, of course, in which case you'll have to wait till I wake up. But it's a smartphone app that's quick and easy to use. It's for quick questions to quick answers. Like if you have a decision you need to make on the fly, you want a quick look or a quick answer at something. If it's just one or two questions you're looking for quick answers to, or a short little reading via text, you can find me there. They have also just added a new video chat feature, which is really great. That's the smartphone Instantgo app for quick questions to quick answers. For those of you who want a more traditional, longer, more intensive reading or complex look at something utilizing specific spreads and different energies, then you can email me directly. And all that information and all my contact information you can find by clicking on the About button on my YouTube channel's homepage. My contact information is also attached to the description on every video that I post. I would be most happy to work with you, so if you're interested, send me an email and we'll go from there. I almost always get back with you within 24 hours of the first email you send with more information. So moving right along, make sure to check your rising and your moon sign videos as well. Sometimes you may find that they may play out a little more predictably for you than your primary sun sign. And just by watching all three, if you know them and if you can, it gives you a better, more clear picture of what's going on in your life for the time frame that the reading covers, because these are general videos. There's so many of you watching. Of course, they're not going to mean the same thing to everybody watching in the same areas of your life to the same degree and intensity, because you're all individual and different. Everybody has different things going on in your lives. Regardless of the area of your life, it may manifest and the energy remains the same. But try to watch sun, moon, and rising if you can. Okay, let's get right into this reading. This is for the earth sign of Capricorn. Our lovely earthy Capricorns, the earth sign of Capricorn for November 2017, mid-month. So we're looking at the last half of November here, November 2017, the last 2 weeks. I'll be pulling 2 cards for each week, time being somewhat fluid, of course, with an additional 5th card from the bottom of the deck for overall energy and guidance. For the earth sign of Capricorn, November 2017, mid-month. Okay, Capricorn. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, great, paired with the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Wands paired with the King of Swords. And from the bottom of the deck, your overall energy and guidance is the Major Arcana card of the High Priestess. You have 2 great Major Arcana cards, Capricorn. You have the High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune. So the High Priestess from the bottom of the deck is your crowning card. This represents overall energy and guidance for the last half of November. I am recording these in the 2nd week of November. The High Priestess is a card which connects strongly to spirituality, deep spirituality, psychic abilities, intuitive abilities, your intuition, which is your connection to the divine, God, Spirit, your angels, and guides. When this card shows up, particularly as overall energy over the last half of November, this would be an important time for you to pay attention to your intuition, any dreams you have, flashes of insight you have, inspiration, ideas which may seem to come out of nowhere. Pay attention to those. It's typically messages trying to get through, spirit guiding you, divine timing and orchestration, paying attention to those things and letting them guide you intuitively and trusting in your intuition, in that gut instinct. It's more than just thoughts. It's more than just feelings. It's deeper than that. It's that intuitive ability, that connection with God, Spirit, your angels, and guides. Pay attention to all of those things over the next couple of weeks, basically over the last half of November. I mean, you should always pay attention to those, but it looks like it's a strong piece of advice and overall energy for the last 2 weeks of November. So we find ourselves around the middle of the month or so with the Wheel of Fortune paired with the Knight of Cups. So Wheel of Fortune, the upright position, major arcana card, fingers of the divine. This is good luck energies, good fortune. In the upright position, it implies a stroke of good luck, of good fortune coming your way. It represents, energies which we have no control over, which major arcana energies are. Divine timing and orchestration, things coming together at the right time, the right people, opportunities coming up. When they do, pay attention to those. Again, with the High Priestess in the upright position and the High Priestess as your overall energy. It's, things that pop up kind of out of nowhere or unexpectedly. People, places, situations, offers, or opportunities. It looks like there's a strong sense of divine timing and orchestration at play for the last half of November. The Wheel of Fortune is paired with the Knight of Cups. Here we have water energy, which is the element which governs the Suit of Cups. And in the tarot, this is emotional energy. The Suit of Cups is about the emotional realm of our life, feelings, also relationships. Knights are the bringers, the delivers of the tarot. They often represent offers or opportunities coming in, presenting to us, or being called upon to act upon or offer them ourselves. But it's usually offers or opportunities incoming. May be a representative of the energy we may need to manifest in order to seize upon an offer or opportunity. They can represent the actual person bringing that in or connected with that, in which case, for those of you for whom that resonates, this would be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, showing up as a knight. In terms of age, although it's not really, I don't really believe in it being all that specific, but it could represent somebody who's younger, maybe in their 20s or 30s, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio individual, and just the energy of it moving through. And knights can also represent the energy at which a certain situation moves. They're known for usually being pretty fast moving because they're very spontaneous and impulsive. Knights are. They're the ones, sent off on missions and quests, and they charge off to do that, very single-minded, very focused. So the Knight of Cups, this is somebody bringing, if this is an offer opportunity, it would be one emotional in nature. It could be an offer of love. It could be an offer of just emotional support from a friend or family member or someone else. In terms of love and romance, this would be perhaps being asked out on a date or somebody just sharing their feelings with you about how they feel about you. And it would be probably pretty romantic and pretty traditionally romantic. If you were going to be courted by the Knight of Cups, it would be probably pretty traditional. The Knight of Cups is kind of in love with love itself. And if he has a challenge, he or she has a challenge to Knight of Cups, it's probably in follow through because they get really caught up in the emotion of the moment, swearing undying love and affection, promising love, very traditional courtship. But sometimes they have difficulty in following through once the heat of the emotion subsides. So if it represents an actual person doing that, just make sure to kind of take that into consideration. An offer of support. I'm actually just getting that for a lot of you. It doesn't feel like a very heavy reading. It feels like a kind of an offer to go somewhere. It could be for some of you being asked out on a date, going to a party or a get-together of some kind. We are entering the holiday season, so it could be connected with that. There's a sense of divine timing and orchestration paired with it, though, especially with the Wheel of Fortune. There's some kind of good stroke of good luck, good fortune, something we're not in control of, which is the reason it's coming into us. It could be you being the one offering that as well because you feel compelled to follow that if that's the case. Remember the energy of the High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune here. where its energies are kind of moving around this. Now, next to that, which represents probably around the last week or so towards the end of the month, we have another knight. We have the Knight of Wands with the King of Swords. The King of Swords kind of rushing in quite quickly, I feel. This could represent another fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, kind of coming in very fast. Out of all the knights, the Knight of Wands is the fastest of all four because he's governed by the element of fire, which is the element which governs the suit of wands. Very active, fast-moving, dynamic energy, enthusiastic, passionate. It's the energy of creation, creative, manifesting, building energy, change, movement, action, power. Very dynamic, very fluid, fast-moving. It can also represent a window of opportunity, which is coming in very fast and which isn't going to stay very long. And for some of you, it could be you making this offer as well. I feel like both of the knights, if they represent the offer or opportunity or the person coming in, that it's one and the same. I don't feel like it's two separate people, although for some of you, it may be two different offers. Now, the Knight of Wands is paired with the King of Swords. So it looks like this is, and I'm feeling this as a specific individual. This is somebody who I feel is maybe attached to this offer or opportunity or invitation, if it's an invitation for a date or an offer of, it could be, someone expressing their love, their feelings to you, or offering emotional support of some kind. For some of you, it's not love and romance. I'm getting great partnership or friendship attached to this, or the offer to, I'm feeling for some of you, it's hosting a party or a get-together of some kind. And again, we're going into the holiday season, so it could be related to that. The King of Swords would represent an air sign person, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or somebody who strongly manifests the character traits of the King of Swords. Typically, this wouldn't be your traditional party individual because swords is air energy. It's a mental, cerebral, intellectual energy. And although they can get down and party like the rest of them, on a traditional manner, the King of Swords would be somebody who's, educated, smart, probably well-educated or just, intelligent, somebody who's clear-thinking, forthright. The energy of swords is mental in nature. It's all about the way that what goes up on in our heads, the way that we look at things, our belief systems, outlooks, perspectives, and how that affects the way that we communicate and relate to the world and people and other people in the world. It's about what our words and our ideas, how we think about things, and how those words and ideas in our heads affect the way that we communicate and relate externally to the world and to other people in the world as well. This energy of swords is also about truth, illumination, higher education, learning, etc. It's that mental, cerebral, intellectual energy. The King of Swords, kings and queens represent individuals at the top of their suit. So this is someone who's matured and learned and grown and evolved beyond the page and knight energy. So again, he's showing up as an older male, although it could be female because this is a general reading. There's so many of you watching. Somebody who on a day-to-day basis would probably be fairly clear-minded. He might come across sometimes as a little emotionally detached or aloof because, he's coming first from a place of thought rather than emotion. But I feel like something is forthcoming from this person that's significant to you in the last half of November. Time being somewhat fluid, it could be now, it could be maybe the first part of December, but there's this offer coming through and it feels like it's coming through very fast. And for some of you, it feels like this person it's coming from, it almost feels uncharacteristic of them, like they're finally asking you out or they're finally expressing emotions to you if you're already in a relationship with them or dating them. It could be emotional support too. And for some of you, I keep getting a great partnership or wonderful friendship, kinship, soulmate kind of connection, which doesn't necessarily have to be love and romance. It can just be connecting with someone. But I feel like social activities and parties kind of in this as well. It feels very light. It doesn't feel particularly heavy. But for some of you, this is going to be an offer or opportunity that's coming in as presented by this King of Swords individual. It could be water, it could be air, it could be fire. I'm feeling primarily as air, but it's somebody who's manifesting as the King of Swords. For some of you, it could be an offer or opportunity that's connected with money or finance or making money of some kind. I'm getting as well. Regardless of the area of your life it's manifesting in, it looks to be divinely timed, divinely orchestrated, and any kind of intuition you have around this in either direction is is a message, is your intuition. It's coming through your connection with the divine. So pay attention to that. It's not coming through any more clear than that. So it's kind of interesting. Be interesting to see the feedback on this. I'm going to pull one more card from the top and see what followed the King of Swords. We have the Three of Cups. So that kind of validates kind of the energy I was feeling, more lighthearted. The Three of Cups is more emotional water energy. This is a card of kindred spirits, of best friends, of people getting together and enjoying themselves, and of really enjoying the time that you spend with people. There's a strong social theme in this card. You know, it kind of implies parties, social events, get-togethers, people enjoying the time they spend with each other because they really like each other. These are people that get along together, see things eye to eye, kind of best friends, sisterhood, brotherhood, kindred spirit. So for some of you, this is friendship, partnership, getting together, having an event, creating an event, going to an event together, kind of working it all out. It could just be focused all on that for the last half of November for a lot of you, or an opportunity to get together with other people on something that looks like it might be quite lucrative for some of you, or at least very exciting, a new project of some kind. Some of you, it could be love and romance as well, and it could be someone that you meet through friends or at a social event, this opportunity. But again, the fundamental energy is that divine timing and orchestration is at play here. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out and how it relates to you, as I hear in the feedback. Which always feel free to do that. I love getting feedback and hearing updates, whether it's posted publicly on the channel or sent to me privately through email. So please do that if you're comfortable. Be interesting to see what this is. So Capricorn, that pretty much wraps up your November 2017 mid-month reading. Thank you very much for watching it. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you may have found it useful, or that it validated or clarified something for you if possible. Again, if any of you are interested in a personal reading, go to my YouTube channel's homepage, click on the About button for more information and my contact information, which is Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. For quick answers to quick questions on a more immediate basis, you can also find me on the smartphone app Instantgo under Irish Gypsy. And both of those contact informations you will find by clicking on the About button, and they're also attached to the description of every video I post, so check it out if you'd like. I'd be most happy to work with you. I'll see you all again, Capricorn, in a couple of weeks for the December 2017 general readings, and until then, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life, and I hope to see you back again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.